Excuse me. Just got me some high quality H2O. We're gonna be doing a reading for Scorpio. I need to cleanse real quick though. I just got done with Tauruses, which was a really good reading. I think I actually feel called to the Line Striders Tarot. Ooh, that was hot. One more gulp of water and we'll be on our way. Yeah, and this. Interesting, okay. And this. Oh! I was wondering why that card didn't fit. You know? It doesn't go in this deck. My bad. Alright. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna go with it. We're gonna start here. Prove yourself at the bottom of the deck. And oh, let me see how the witch is giving attention to cats. You know how the best way to win over a cat's affection, who is a cat that's kind of skittish, standoffish, not sure about you, is to sit there in peace, in balance, close enough for the cat to see you, but not chasing it, not forcing yourself on it, and just kind of sitting there doing your own thing while the cat sits there curious about you and eventually makes its way over to you. That's what this card speaks of. I really like this card. It's proving to the cat that you're trustworthy. Okay. Oh, did I can't remember if I said that I was doing a reading for Scorpio or not. I'm doing a reading for Scorpio right now. What does Scorpio need to know? Needs before wants. Oh, hello. And mistakes teach us. What was the other one? Release. commitments. There's going to be quite a bit of reading for this one. And I felt called to using the Crystal Ally deck. So let's see what this one wants to tell us for Scorpio today. Growth. It's at the bottom of the deck. Oh, it was there. Needs before wants. Needs before wants speaks to ensuring that you meet your needs first, that you're not, the card has a better way of explaining it than I do. You know how you might need food, but you really, really want that other object? Investing in the thing that you need first before investing in the thing that you want. And I wonder if that also can mean being careful how you spend your energy. Prioritize properly is the feeling that I'm getting from it. I'll still read what the book has to say because there might be something else in there for you that you might need. I'm also seeing self-discipline and personal truth on the bottom in the split. I think that's funny that we're seeing self-discipline because we're also seeing commitments at the end, at the bottom of the deck. That's where that's at. All right. What do you want Scorpio to know? What do you want Scorpio to know? Balance. Oh yeah, there's going to be something in Taurus's reading for you. I recommend checking that out. You don't have to if you don't want to. Just saying that I'm already seeing a lot of similarities in that reading along with this one. And the reason that I'm doing these readings like I am, I'm doing each signs opposite signs. So my last readings were Aries and Libra, and then tonight's, which will be posted tomorrow morning, are Taurus and Scorpios. Just putting that out there. So we got wholeness and inner peace. We're going to go ahead and get into these real quick, the Oracle, and then I'll go ahead and pull some tarot for you. Oh, prove yourself. Jenny Heartsease has a soft spot for cats, and in the derelict ruins, I think that I pronounced that right. I don't actually know, and I'm not going to look it up because I'm lazy. Ruins of a brickworks, a colony of feral cats have made their home. Jenny tends their well-being when able, but she must earn their trust before they'll come to her. Trust only comes with patience, so let those you want to draw closer do so in their own time. Jenny makes sure to avoid sudden moves or loud noise and instead goes about her work calmly and softly. When we prove ourselves as stable and constant, trust will grow. Perhaps that's you with a goal that you're working on of any kind. Really. Take that however it fits. Then we have needs before wants. HIJK elemental P. These are in alphabetical order, and I think that I missed the spot that I needed. Oh my god. And aha, there it is. Needs before wants. Within her coven, Annie Barden is famed for her animal communication skills. Her success is rooted in knowing that every animal has a different need. As humans, we have to be mindful that there is a subtle yet profound difference between wants and needs. Wants are more indulgent than needs, which form our daily shelter, food, and safety. If your needs are met, firstly, be grateful, then consider your motives for wanting something more. Are you clear that it is for you and not to garner praise from another? If not, you might be living by someone else's ideals. Ooh. That is also asking you to be careful with the intentions in which you're doing something. I think that makes a lot of sense. I don't really have a way to explain that better. So take that however it fits for you. Interesting. I need to make sure I stretch tonight. Okay, mistakes. Oh, we need to go to release. Release. I should have showed you needs before. I think I did. Release. Ellie Breeze comes to free the souls of the innocents who were tried and condemned with their witches. She's risking capture to release others. Such is the lure of freedom. As we set others free, we sweep away the injustice of oppression. The cats have shaken off the chains of dread and pain, and they sail into the night to evermore, led by their smallest and youngest. The earth around the slaughter stone is purged, its hurts discharged. Ellie hurries to be on her way, although she knows that even if she's caught, the deed of liberation was worth the risk. Give me a moment. How does that fit? I'm finding myself a little cut off at the moment, having a hard time making this match. You might have to take that what you will, but I personally see this card as releasing pain. Releasing pain cleanses. So, and you notice how there's blue, so maybe there are some emotions that need to be cleansed. There's water in the background, the full moon, heavy connection to emotions. And I think sometimes when it comes to releasing emotions, that might mean forgiveness, finding forgiveness for things. And when you release yourself from something, you're also releasing that other person and creating, cleansing the connection almost. Don't be too indulgent. Be careful how you spend your energy. Make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons. Release pain and injustice through forgiveness mistakes teach us? Let's go to that one. As one of Wildwood's senior witches, Lana Zuri watches the coven's youngest learn to mount and fly a lightning staff. The inexperienced witches will fall many times and likely earn plenty of bruises, but mistakes are good. Without mistakes, we would not progress. Each time a young witch falls, Lana resists the urge to fuss over them, knowing that they have to take a few knocks in order to find independence. The same is true for our own loved ones. Our dreams, plans, and hopes for them have to be robust enough to take a few hits. Otherwise, when a really strong gust comes along, they'll be ill prepared. Mistakes are gifts because of what you learn from them. I think it's also asking you to be willing to see mistakes as gifts. Maybe that has to do with release as well. You know, what hard feelings do you need to release around something and change how you feel about it? Change the way that you perceive it in order to view it as a gift and as something that has made you stronger. Oh, commitments. Foreseeing the inevitable for Britain's wolves, a Caledonia coven took the last of them and hid them safely away in rock and wood. They can only become flesh and blood once more when their protectors come to awaken them. Wolves are hidden throughout the picture, and young Kelly Sweet is entrusted with their hiding places. Her responsibility is as great as the mountain looming over her. She has commitment in equal measure, for a witch knows that a promise is not made lightly, nor is it ever broken. Assess your commitments and accept only that which you can manage. Interesting. Now, I think this really fits in with the needs before wants. Make sure you're not overexerting yourself for the approval of others, promising something that you cannot follow through on. I have to admit, this reading isn't really making sense to me. I'm having a hard time knowing what it's about. Oh, I switched those. My bad. Being careful what you spend your energy on. You could very well also be going through something very heavy, and if you promise yourself into too many directions, you'd be doing it for the wrong reasons, and not only would it hurt you, it would hurt whoever you'd end up letting down through not being able to keep up with those commitments, due to already being burdened and feeling heavy anyway. Then, I need to find a book for this. Uh-oh. Yeah, there it is. Found it. We have Inner Peace, which has to do with water element, and then we also have Wholeness, which is the storm element. So we're gonna go to Inner Peace, water. Tourmaline, 163. And I would read the whole thing, but we're just going to read the message today. When tourmaline appears to you, you are being told that the answers you are seeking will appear when you stop living for the past or the future and begin resonating with the vibration of inner peace. It is in the moment that we create and live through joy. By living in the current moment, you are able to release the emotional patterns you created in the past and create each moment as you wish it to be. You will not find your answers in the future, and you will not find them in the play of the past. You will only truly discover yourself when you disconnect from the roles you may have created for yourself and those around you. This can occur when you accept peace with yourself and the world. Seize the moment and become like tourmaline, emanating peace, joy, and healing. Now, I think that's really funny that, I don't know why I say funny, goofy, I don't know. That it says releasing yourself from the roles that you've played in the past. You're being asked to release something here. You're being asked to be careful with the ways in which you promise yourself. I don't feel like there's anything else to be said about that. This has to do with the heart chakra. Forgiveness is being brought up again, whether that's forgiving yourself for past mistakes. I live and create in the moment, not holding on too much to the past, not reaching too much for the future, finding peace within the now. Wholeness. Turquoise. Storm 243. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Okay. When turquoise appears as your ally, it calls you to seek the unity within. What is the aspect of the situation that is most difficult for you? This may be the very aspect that you need to recognize in yourself before you can understand how to release it from your experience. Every situation and experience that arises in your life is meant to bring you closer to a sense of wholeness and unity with the universe. Each experience leads you to a new understanding of yourself and the talents, strengths, and weaknesses that you have been given to complete your lifetime here. Looking within your own heart, you will see that everything you are at odds with in your environment is merely a reflection of an inner part of yourself that you have not acknowledged and integrated. Turquoise is asking you to find that aspect of yourself with which you are having difficulty and to accept and integrate it into your total self. Changing how you see something, viewing something, I don't know what it is, as a gift. How did it help you grow? How did it make you see how did it make you want to be? How did it make you want to show up in this world? And has it done that? Interesting. Letting go of old versions of yourself. Ooh. Interesting. I'm trying to think of how to put that into words. Releasing old roles that you've played. The best way to release old roles that you've played is to find forgiveness for them. I know I'm becoming a little bit repetitive, but I have a story, a telling at the tip of my tongue to kind of tie this all together, but it's not coming forward for me. Interesting. And then what was at the bottom of the deck? Balance, which is fire. Moon 47. Tiger's eye is calling you to look carefully at both sides of the current situation. It may be that in classifying one as right and the other as wrong, you are missing an important viewpoint that could give you insight into how to proceed. Tiger's eye is asking for you to maintain balance and neutrality until you have considered both sides of the issue. Ooh, sorry to tell you, but this reading's calling you out, my friend. Practice being a witness to what is actually said and done without running the experience through your personal filters. Allow yourself to be impartial. Perhaps you are being warned against extremes at the moment. Self-discipline and self-control are powerful skills for those on the spiritual path. If you are considering major life changes now, you may want to fully consider the issue before taking action. There may be a lesson or aspect of the current situation that you have not yet fully learned. Call upon the frequency of Tiger Eye to aid you in seeing the full import of the situation at hand, then open to the wisdom and guidance you receive. I walk in balance on the path of truth. This reading's asking you to open your heart up to something. I couldn't even begin to tell you what this is possibly about. This could be about relationship. Like, let's say you were in a relationship with somebody for a little while, and a lot of what goes wrong in relationships is we all have a lot of wounding, and sometimes we get triggered within these relationships and these behaviors come out. And we both end up feeling hurt, not really realizing that the other person's wounded behavior is something that set off our own wounded behavior. And it becomes something where someone's pointing the finger saying, you did this and you hurt me. And when it really comes down to it, is no one really wanted to hurt one another. It's just some real nasty stuff got in the way. And when it's fully taken apart and looked at, there really isn't anybody that's in the wrong. All it is misunderstanding. Sometimes that's the case, not always. That's the best way that I know how to explain it. This also fits for other situations. I'm just not sure of a way to describe it. But if you can, try to take what I've said and match it up in a way that it fits for you in your situation. All right, we're going to move on to the tarot. This is kind of a heavier reading, because there's going to be some stubbornness here to hold on to your righteousness. And it's not going to be beneficial to you, I'm sorry to say. This reading isn't super duper exciting. Okay, we got those put away. Let's see. I felt called to the Lion Strider Tarot, so let's see what the Lion Strider Tarot has to say.
blast of it. Another little quick blast of it. What time is it?
Oopsie.
Trying to check what time it was, and I accidentally shut the Empress. Is this going to be a relationship reading? Ruh-roh, Reggie. I apologize. I don't know if you're going to like this reading very much. But it wouldn't be here if you didn't need it, so you just might have to get over it, my friend. One more, and Six of Pentacles. All right, what does Scorpio need to know from tarot today? Knight of Swords reversed. Oh, shoot. Knight of Swords. The High Priestess. The Four of Pentacles. Eight of Swords reversed. Oh my god. What is going on here? Alright, we're gonna call that good. Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So in the Six of Pentacles, you'll see a bird. And I don't know, that's gonna work. Giving to a mouse. Giving food, sustenance to a mouse. And it kind of has the symbol of the balance of give and take. And then the Two of Pentacles, which also speaks of juggling, has more to do with finances, so maybe juggling the financial, energetic aspects of your life, trying to keep things afloat, moving. Okay, we got the Knight of Swords reversed. Then what came out next was the Nine of Cups and the Five of Pentacles together. Interesting. The Nine of Cups typically speaks of wish fulfillment, getting what you want. But the Five of Pentacles has to do with feelings of lack or feeling disillusioned. Do you feel like you're not going to get what you want? Or you got what you wanted and it's not what you thought it would be? The Knight of Swords. I'm trying to remember what the Knight of Swords typically means. Knight of Swords. I might have to pause for a second. Fanatical and brash. Maybe not being very clear-headed. Hold on a second. We need to pause. All right. Well, this could be about somebody else, but my intention was to read for Scorpio. And I definitely feel like this is for whoever is watching. The Knight of Swords speaks of somebody who's being brash, rushing forward, being a bit domineering, controlling, not really thinking about another person's needs, perhaps. In this sense, someone that's rushing forward, not being domineering, brash, not really caring about what somebody else thinks. You notice how this cat, typically the Nine of Cups speaks of wish fulfillment, but what I'm being drawn to most in this card, see the feathers sticking out of the cat's mouth? See how there's a bird cage there? In this card, the cat got what it wanted. It ate the canary. In order to get what it wanted, it hurt another being. And when we rush forward in such a selfish way, pushing to get what we want, the outcomes typically aren't what we want them to be, leaving us in this sort of wounded, broken, feeling a sense of lack. The Four of Pentacles can mean reserving your energy, but in this situation, I'm being drawn to how this lady looks a bit cracked out and she's clutching everything that she has, holding on just a little bit too tightly, not wanting to let it go, not wanting to share it. And then we have the Emperor reversed as well, which fortifies, reinforces this brash, rushing forward, not thinking of others sort of meaning. It means the same thing. And underneath these two cards, not wanting to let go, not thinking of another person's needs, rushing forward, being controlling, domineering, is over top of the High Priestess. They both landed right on top of her. They were kind of hiding her. The High Priestess is connected to deeper feelings. So perhaps being in this energy of wanting to control, to win at all costs, is sort of muddling that softer side of you, that nurturing side of you, the side of you that's connected to your feelings. And I'm also seeing the Eight of Swords, which, the Eight of Swords reversed, which speaks to denial. I'm gonna leave that there. I think that you're not going to like this reading very much. But if you're somebody who is looking for growth in your life, looking to transform your relationships, to have what you want without all of the cost, I think that you'll be willing to listen to this message. I wish you the best of luck. Good night.